Hello guys, good morning. Today I'm going to be filming my everyday makeup routine for the summer. So I'm super excited. I'm going to be including all of the products and everything that I use. But yeah, I'm super excited. This has been on my list to make for a while. And I actually did film one, but I just genuinely hated the way my makeup turned out. So I was like, yeah, that's not the vibe. So here is my face currently. Hold on. So ignore my little friend right here. No, I went to the pool all day yesterday, so I have like a little bit of a sunburn, but honestly, I love that for the summer. So first we're gonna go ahead and put my hair back. I got these super cute clips. Alright, so first things first, obviously we're gonna start with some skincare. I also got this in my last video and I love it. I definitely do want to get a darker shade though, because I will say it is very light, but it's also very gorgeous. That's what the skin looks like after that. Literally gorgeous. This is the shade 1. Also, if I do somehow forget to say the name of the product, I will be listing everything down below as well. So, and then my next product I'm going to go in with is the Rhode Moisturizer. So that is what my skin looks like after. Very glowy, obviously. I pretty much only use Rhode for my skincare. I love them so much, but I don't really use anything else. So I also don't do any primer, especially for summer. I do like a much lighter makeup. But first, I would go in with Hourglass normally. However, this shade is very light for my face right now, so I'm going to go in with the Too Faced Born This Way. And I'm using it in the shade Snow, which is also literally my winter color, but it works. This is the places where I'm putting it. Literally, all I'm using it for right now is just to cover up any spots that I had, which I'm about to start my periods. Yeah. You know how that goes. But I just like kind of let it sit for like a second, not that long, and then just blend it. I do like to blend it like a little bit in my T-zone. That's what that looks like. Now for contour. I have quite a few different contour. Okay. I need to slow down. I have two. I have two that I use, okay? Well, three. I'm actually going to give you all three because I like them for all different reasons. Okay. This one, I love this. It's the Rare Beauty and Gentle. It's liquid contour. For when I'm feeling a more glowy base, this is what I use 9 times out of 10. Okay. Then I got the Rhode, and this one is in the shade Sip. I also got this in my last video and I tried it out. I do like it. The only thing I will say, it is a little more orangey than I typically go for my base, but I do like it for certain occasions. And then the one that I'm going to be using today, which is genuinely my all-time favorite by far. It is so good. I don't know if you guys like cool toned or warm toned or what, but regardless, I recommend that you buy this. It is Anastasia Beverly Hills and Grayscale. It is the lightest they have, but it is like just, I'll just show you. Is that your contour? No, that's genuinely the best matcha I've ever had. Thank you.
Funky. That's fun.
Okay, my boyfriend just went and got me coffee. Dude, you guys probably saw me try it, but he got a matcha and it was genuinely the best thing I'd ever tasted in my life. As you guys know, I film my videos on my iPhone 5 and it's literally struggling to stay up right now. I'm like, hello? I'm not gonna go in with as much blush only because I literally basically already have it. So, but I'm gonna go in with the Rare Beauty in the shade Hope. This is one of my favorites, and I'm just going to go on like right there with a small little dot. And also, something that I would normally do is I would put a little bit on my nose, but my nose is, You guys actually can't tell it all on camera, but my nose is like genuinely burnt city right now, so we're not gonna do that. Also, another one of my favorites is Road in the Shade Piggy. One thing you'll notice is definitely over summer, I just don't enjoy a heavy makeup. You know, like over winter, I'll put concealer under my eyes. I don't do that over summer. I am gonna go ahead and bake though. I would prefer to use the Charlotte Tilbury pressed powder, but I ran out of that. I need to restock, so I'm gonna be using the Huda in the shade Cherry Blossom. Like, for people who don't use powder, I'm like, genuinely how? Because that could never be me. That's where I do it at. Literally, this camera is actually gonna like make me lose my mind. Okay. Well, it's like itching me. So while I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and like start on my eyes. Also, it's 4th of July. Did I ever say that? That's what I'm getting ready for a 4th of July party right now. But I'm gonna go in with the Makeup by Mario and the neutral. Bro, like, this is crazy. And with the Makeup by Mario and the neutrals, that's what it looks like. This is my Ride or Die palette. I love it. And I'm about to do something you guys are genuinely gonna be like, what the hell are you doing? But bear with me. So, literally for my eyeshadow brush, I use the Patrick Ta nose contour. Like, I'm not gonna lie. So, I start with not the palest shade, but it's like, yeah, that shade. And I rub it over my lid. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other eye, obviously. And then I'm gonna take this color right here. So that's what that looks like. Real quick, I'm gonna go ahead and just take off my powder. I'm gonna use the refry brush. I'm gonna pause on doing my eyes for just a moment and finish out the rest of my makeup on my face. So I'm gonna go in with the Too Faced bronzer, and this is in the shade Chocolate Soleil, I believe is the shade. But this bronzer is literally insane. I will say for this one, you do want to make sure it's blended, because if it's not, I feel like it does give like a little orangey effect. That's what that looks like after that. And then for powder, I'm gonna go in with the Patrick Ta. Not too much. Literally, if you guys saw the condition of this, I can't even like show it on camera. I'm so embarrassed. But I broke it, so. But I'm just gonna lightly go on top of where I put my other powder. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my nose contour first. I use the e.l.f. and I use this like little eyeshadow brush. But what you're gonna do is you're gonna go in and brush underneath like that, and kind of like go on both sides. You know what I'm talking about? Like above your nostril. Ew, I hate that word. But above your nostril, and then you're gonna go on your bridge or like right beneath it to give like a slimming effect. And then you're gonna go, I have a lot of freckles on my nose. Is this sideways? Yeah, that was definitely sideways. I have a lot of freckles on my nose, so I don't want to diminish them, but I'm just gonna do like a light little line on each side and brush that up. Same brush, but I'm gonna go in with the Dior highlighter. This is what it looks like. It is in the shade Pearlescent Glow. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this, literally just a dot, and put it on my nose. Like, literally, that changes the game. And while we're here, I'm also gonna go ahead and put it in my inner corners. And like, I just feel like that step alone literally transforms my makeup so much, honestly. The face makeup is done. I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my eyeliner. So This is a set that I'll literally like rotate in and out depending on how I'm feeling. Like sometimes I'll do it, sometimes I'll use like eyeshadow to make a wing. I do want to do more makeup on here, so if you guys are interested in seeing some of my other versions of how I do my makeup, let me know because I'd be down. I'm gonna use this as my little mirror, and then I'm gonna go ahead and go in. A little baby wing today. I'm opting for a bigger. Okay. Sorry if you guys are hearing a bunch of beeping. That's my phone. Alright, that's what that looks like. And then I'm gonna do the other wing. Okay, just checking to make sure. Right, that's what it looks like. Those YouTubers are literally so obviously trying to get an edit of themselves, like, and they'll just be like, no, because where's my edit? I gotta make sure I'm like thinking, did I do everything? I didn't spray. Okay. Yeah. I literally don't even know where my lid for this went, so just like bear with me. But it's my Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. I'm just gonna literally like lather my face in that. A little up close and personal there. Alright, so I'm gonna let that dry real quick, and I'm gonna go get my lip combo because it's in my purse. This is my darling little purse I'm using right now since she's so precious. It was my grandma's. My lip combo that I use, both MAC, of course. MAC Shade Stone. If you don't have MAC and Shade Stone, hold on. First of all, I need to sharpen this shit. So. No, but like I was saying, if you don't have MAC Shade Stone, you're literally missing the point. Like, it's perfect. And then I'm gonna go in with MAC Creme de Nude, of course. Alright, and I literally just smack my lips together a couple times and it ends up like this. So, alright. Let me take my hair clips out. Here's what the makeup looks like. It's usually what my everyday makeup looks like. Like I said, products will be listed below if for some reason I didn't list it in the video. But thank you guys so much for watching. It literally means the world, and I'm obsessed with you all. So, all 40 of you. But hey, I started this road at 30, so I'm up. At the end of the day, I'm up. But here's like a little close up. Why did my eyes look a little crazy for a sec? Love you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.